Chapter 21. Kwang Ha was mad. That was normal, but this fresh anger struck a deeper chord than most of his sudden bursts of frustration, because he already had no privacy. He slept wedged next to his sister and his mother. What difference did it make that he was on his own mattress? Who was anyone kidding? They lived in one room, and that was a garage, and now they were letting someone view their situation, and even worse, be a part of it. It was all just too much. The little girl was strange. Couldn't everyone see that? Look at her clothes and her hair and her glasses and her luggage with the wheels. Listen to her whispery voice and her laugh, which is like someone choking. Come on, she spoke Vietnamese. What was that all about? Maybe she was some kind of spy, or at the very least, a complete nerd. You'd only learn the language if it was jammed down your throat, like everything else in his life. He was not going to feel sorry for her because her parents died in a car crash. Okay, maybe he felt sorry for her when he first heard and she was shaking, but he wasn't going to right now. No way, not how, no how. He was going to feel sorry for himself because he didn't ask to be born. He didn't ask to have his father drive off in a truck and never return. He didn't ask to have every single thing in his life smell like fingernail polish. His clothes and even his shoes had that chemical stink. And another thing to be mad about was that he slept in his underwear. How was he supposed to do that now? The underwear had robots on them, like a little kid would wear, and he was in high school. His mother never seemed to know the difference between something cool and something for idiots, because all she cared about was that it was something on sale. Well, now he'd have to sleep in his pants because he wasn't letting the girl see the robots. And he hated that, because the pants twisted up around his legs and made it next to impossible to even bend his knees and sleep on his side, which was the most uncomfortable way. As if it wasn't already bad enough on the floor of a garage on the wrong side of the tracks in Bakersfield. The next morning, Willow told Mai that she wasn't going to school. She didn't say ever again, but Mai thought that's how it sounded. She was pretty definitive. Kwang Ha took a stab at refusing to get a high school education as well, but it didn't work. And so Kwang Ha and Mai gathered up their things and walked down the already hot alley. Mai promised Willow that she'd hurry home the second she got out. Patty had given a telephone number for the Kern County Department of Child Services. She was supposed to call first thing because Willow was going to be assigned a social worker and officially have her case file opened. Patty assumed that relatives would fly into town or that family members would, once alerted, take over. Everyone has a network of people in their lives. Patty only hoped that the group assembled to care for the odd little girl with the dark, wet eyes would do a good job.